Hi guys, Spink here. This is episode 4 of Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. First thing I'm going to do is go into the settings and we're going to change the Kerbal time to doing the 24-hour time just to keep that in sync with that Kerbal calendar mod I have so that I can kind of keep that a little straighter. Okay, we have... Oh, I also installed a couple visual mods that hopefully don't make things too dark. What were they? Let's see if I can find them here real quick. Oh good, there's a dog barking. Let's see, I installed Distant Object Enhancement and Planet Shine. I've had those installed before, but I thought they would be too dark, make things too dark when we get on the opposite side of a planet, for instance, so I took them back off. But I put them back in. Also, I installed a different skybox, which is the stars, because I thought there were too many stars showing before. Because if you can see the sun, you can't see the stars. So I did that to knock the stars back quite a bit, and that distant object is also supposed to help in regard to that. Okay, let's see, what did we do? Last time we actually got back without killing anyone. Orbit Kerbal is our next goal. 30 science. What else can we possibly... Oh, a liquid fuel engine landed at Kerbal, and another one landed. Stack decoupler landed. Well, let's just do all of these in one fell swoop. Everything landed. Landed. Alright, we'll do those. How much money are we looking at? We've got 138. Anything we can upgrade without breaking anything? We can do this one. Oh, bother. This is what I want. Upgrade. Now, I want to make sure that I leave enough money to screw up a few times, is essentially what I'm looking at in regards with that. Did we upgrade this already? We haven't. Now that would leave me a little too close for comfort, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, so let's see what we're doing. Now this is going to be a probably not a flight mission. We're gonna hit all of those. What do we not have? This one. We're going to hit all of these contracts that are just going to be science farming, essentially. So we have, what do we have? The BACC. Let's get rid of all of this stuff. Actually, did we get this guy yet? We haven't got that. Let's put a antenna on top of this thing, so that will give us the option to transmit some of our data should that become desirable. And also we're going to need that when because of the RemoteTech mod. Okay, we don't even need the we don't even need those. Okay, so what do we got here? We have the radio mount parachutes. That's not going to happen. We have the a stack decoupler. We have this liquid fuel engines. This one right here. We have the BACC solid rocket booster. Notice I'm not putting any fuel tanks or decouplers or anything here. We're going to take this thing and we're going to take all the gas out of it, all the fuel, no fuel. Stack decoupler. Bang. Actually, let's stick that on top. It'll look cooler there, right? Okay, so all these ones landed at Kerbal. We're just going to put them all in one stage. We're going to go out there, we're going to go pop it once, and we're going to fulfill all of those contracts without going anywhere. Make sure that we've got any science we could possibly do. This is a good time to get any science from the launch pad itself. Again, one day to build this, not much. So we'll do that. Build the vessel. Added to the build list. Okay, we'll go to Launchpad reconditioning. Now, yeah. Okay, I changed this to a 20 hour, so we'll have to see how that works. Since they're both on 24-hour things now. Kind of in sync. If this was set to it, if I have this calendar, or if the Kerbal calendar, if I set that to 24-hour time, I would probably be pretty close to this guy. I should do that. Okay, what is next? Science Tech. Where's our... It's going to take 23 hours. No, I think this is set up to 24-hour time regardless of what everything else is. Oh, you know what? We just got the Science Tech. So let's go and edit this guy. And pop this guy down, and let's add this Science Junior in here. So we'll be able to collect the science from the Launchpad while we're doing this whole thing. And we've added some amount of time, not a great deal, I don't think. So de-dum. Complete that. This is going to be interesting when we have a situation where time is of the essence, to see how this works out, you know, to where I have to have something done quickly and I've got to go through this build thing. That should be interesting. All right, we're going to roll this out to the oh, nice, just in time for morning. Bing. Vessel roll back. I don't know what that is. I suppose I could go luck. Okay. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to launch this guy. Now, let's put somebody else in here just for the heck of it, since it's not going anywhere. I don't think changing out the pilot is going to have any effect on anything, but we don't need to have Jeb here this time because we're not going anywhere. We don't have any fuel. What's going on here? Why is my life support so low? That's interesting. I don't recall doing anything to make the life support low. And it's not. That's weird. Oh, because his helmet is off. Because of that other mod, this thing thinks, oh, so I'm going to have to disable that because the life support mod doesn't understand that. I guess. I think that's what that is. I think that's what that is. Okay, so our solid fuel is 0. Okay, let's do all of our science. Bing. 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 Crew report. Bing. I think if I try to get him out, I think he'll knock his head on this and fall down, so we won't do that. Okay, so there's all that. Now we're just going to hit stage, and all of these things are going to pop at once. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Now we just completed all 3 of those. So there's 6 science, 6 science, 2 science. And we're done with this guy. So that was what, 14 science? Plus whatever we get here, plus 12. So bang, 80 science. And we didn't go anywhere. And we recovered the entire thing. We didn't lose anything, I don't think. Command pod, KerbalEngineer, piece. Decoupler, Science Junior, liquid fuel, so even the solid fuel. We recovered that. 100% of everything. Yay. Okay. So now, what do we have? 80. Now this will give us the ability to do probes if we grab this. Or, oh, I've got enough to do them all, don't I? Or at least more than one of them. Let's do this one. 15. That's 18. Okay, now that should have given us 2 upgrade points. Stop doing that. Why is this only showing 0.75? Oh, because we... Standing by to launch. I thought we recovered that. What's this? Oh, something is a problem, apparently. Uh-oh. Something has gone afoul. Where it thinks that I've got this thing out here more than once. I don't understand. I wonder if I'll just close it and reopen it and see what that does. I wonder why that doesn't recover. I wonder which one of the mods is to blame for that. No vessels in storage, no vessels under construction. Upgrades. We're going to put the upgrades into here to speed up our build. I wonder what's going on with that. Alright, well, let's quit to Bane. We'll just quit and redo it. And I will see you when it's back up. Okay, I think we're back. That was a problem with the time construction mod. Apparently I disabled the mod and it all came back, or then I was able to cancel that or recover that thing, and then I re-enabled the mod. I think I re-enabled it. Yep. Okay, so I think we're back to where we're back to. I also disabled the contracts. What was it called? This guy, mission controller mod, thinking that might have been part of it, and it wasn't, and it kind of screwed some stuff up. So that other let's look at failed, canceled. There was one of these contracts dealing with the dealing with the radial parachutes or something that I took a fail on, but I don't see it showing up here now. So anyway, I think we're back. We're back. Everybody's still alive for now. Give me time. Give me time. Okay, so let's see what we currently have available here. We just got that thing researched. We have 17.5. Okay, I think everything's back to where it's supposed to be. Okay, what can we do here? That one's not bad. That one I don't... Yeah, this one's better. Collect the biome on the grasslands. We have to be transmit or recover. That's a lot of money. Visual surveys. Yeah, that's pretty good, but you actually have to be able to actually pilot something. Now this is really good as far as orbiting, and we have an orbit now here. But this one, that's a lot of money and a lot of science, so I'll take that. And the radial decoupler orbiting as well. I'll take that. Parachute. Can I get going that slow when I'm still that high? That's a question right now that I don't think I can say yes to. So, what do we got now? We have orbit and do these things. I don't know if I can necessarily orbit right now. Well, I probably can. Well, somebody can, you know, a competent person could, but let's see. Let's go back to the good old-fashioned Sparrow, and we're going to refurbish this guy now, because let's actually just completely tear all this stuff off. We're going to now take the Science Junior and put it here. I'm going to flip it around the other way so that the part that opens is not directly underneath the hatch. I'm going to take the goot containers, and we're going to put one on either side of it thusly, and let's bring those in, which I think will make it a little more aerodynamic, as well as maybe shield them somewhat from the re-entry that is sure to happen. Okay, we have our thingy on top of there. Let's put an antenna on top of that. Wait, before we do that, do we have a battery? We have a battery, because I like to have batteries there so that I can kind of paranoid about running out of electricity, especially since I've got the life support mod. That should work, right? And it looks stylish. Okay. So we also need, this is going to be our re-entry vehicle, so we do need to have a heat shield under this thing. Now this thing, if you look, there's two positions this heat shield will fit under there. One of them is worse than the other. Yeah, that one just happened. It just did that. Can I do that? Control Z and undo that? Oh well, that's a bit more than I had intended, but we'll do that. I don't know how much it matters, but it's when it sucks it up. There we go. Is that where I wanted it? Yeah. See where you can still actually. Well, no. Now it's sitting there and showing the. I can't actually get the heat shield again. Doggone it. Once more with feeling in 5-part harmony. Let's see if we can get this. Anyway, see how it pulls it way up underneath to where you can't actually do anything with it. There we go. Did that get it? No, it sucked it up again. Doggone it. I might just have to. All right. Well, hopefully it still works like that. We'll just have to call it good. Alright, now we're going to put a stack decoupler under there. And now this heat shield acts as a stack decoupler as well. Alright. I'm going to use these larger chutes. Wow, those are expensive. Cost 0. actually, I'm going to go with these ones here. And we're going to go with 3 of them, because this is how I've always done it before when I'm playing it. Go with 3. And back to science, we'll take the mystery goo times 2. Put them right there and bring them in to thusly. And this is a question I have now. Does that heat shield protect those? I don't know. So we'll have to find out. So what we're going to do here, when we pop the chutes, we're also going to drop the heat shield right here. That's so it's in the same stage. So presumably whenever we're clear to drop the to deploy the chutes, we don't need the heat shield anymore. So that's kind of the assumption I'm going on. Now that's going to be our essentially our main piece here now. So let's call this, well, maybe that's going to be the new Sparrowhawk. Sparrowhawk. We like that one. Let's call it the Sparrowhawk. Got to spell right though. Sparrowhawk Mark 1. That is our essentially our re-entry module. This is what we bring back, and so we can bring all of our science back with us. Let's all right, yeah, so here's what I got here. This radial, that contract canceled thing. So we did lose some money and some reputation over that. Okay, let's refamiliarize ourselves with so we've got everything that's going to be in orbit, or we've got the small gear bay and the radial decoupler is an orbit thingy. Well, before we put those on, let's get us a orbital stage, the stage that we're actually going to be in orbit with. So we'll go to the fuel tanks, we'll take the big one and the smallest engine. Is that what we like? That gives us 1800 delta V to use whilst in orbit. So now we need to make some the next stage. I'm going to do with 4 of these. So now you see we're going with quite a long, narrow thing here. This is most certainly going to end in tears. 45. Now, if you actually know what you're doing, I think you can get into orbit with 4500. But we need to actually get back to and have a lot of wiggle, a lot of extra capacity for incompetence and things like that. So what if we put on it, well, we can use this for right now. We don't actually have access to it yet, but we could use it. What if we were to do that? That gives us 53. Now potentially we can get into orbit with that. But can we get back? That is the question. Let's take these off and let's put it up to 3. What do we think with 3? $56. What if we put them at 4? What the hell is that noise? Well, that's off. Let's try again. Is that better? That's not bad. Can we get it now? We should be able to get into orbit with that and back. Now, you know, whether we can is another thing. All right, so while we're in orbit, we need to do a TT38K. So we use 2 of those because we want to keep them balanced. And we'll put these, let's see, let's put them right up here. Where's the other one? Okay, so right after that, that should work. And the small gear bay. Can we put that up here? I don't think that's actually an attach. Let's take the oh wait, I know how to do this. I've done it like this before. Put it right there. Because this one we're just supposed to do the run test on. It's not actually supposed to do anything else. And I think putting it like that puts it within this enough that it's going to not mess with our balance. In fact, we can play with it by showing the center mass. That looks okay. Okay, well, okay. So we have the 4 boosters, then we have them pop, and then the center one goes. Oh, one thing we want to do, because I always forget. Let's knock this thrust limiter way down to 1.25. Now we should be able to get into orbit with this. Oh, but we see now we've got too many parts. We can only have 32 parts. We've got 30. What can we get rid of? Let's get rid of these mystery goo containers. We can always get that at a later time. Okay, I think that's good. So what are we looking at? We're looking, oh, we've got 6,000 delta V. That's definitely enough to get into orbit and back. Assuming you know what you're doing, which I sort of do. We got, that's gonna pop, that's gonna pop. This should work. It should work. It'll only take us 1 day and 20 hours. So we're slowly building this. As you add parts, it adds build points. So you can see here we have 143,000 build points. And with these upgrades we've done, we're up to 0.9 build points per second. So the more you put in here, the faster you're going to build. So we'll save that. We'll launch, build the vessel. Okay. So this is going to be our first attempt to get into orbit. So this is likely to be a fiasco. So we'll see. This is a nice long tall rocket, much taller than the one that I flipped over last episode, so we'll see how it goes. General rocketry just completed. Now flight control is going. I suppose there's some parts of this that would be useful on our current rocket, but I think we are out of parts. We only can do 30 parts, so we're going to have to upgrade this in order to get any more. Alright. We'll see if we can get into orbit on the first try. I think in the stock Kerbal I've done it, but I don't know about with all of this stuff. I think I've got into orbit before with all of this stuff I've got on currently, but I can't say for sure. Oh, at least it's going to be daytime. We'll get into orbit. Bing, okay. Launch. Jeb, yep, we have to take Jeb because there's just no way in hell I'm going to fly this without Jeb. Put on the SAS. Let's look at our whoops. Let's look at our parachutes. Let's run them by altitude. Bring that up to 1,000 ish. Copy to counterparts. Okay, let's double check the staging. With these 4, they pop. That one goes. That one goes. Those go. That goes. These go. Okay. What is this telling me here? Why is my life support only at 0.75 days? I think it's lying to me. Perhaps my mods are... Oh, no. Life support should go up to 3 days worth. We're good. We're good. We're good. Don't lie to me. Alright. Oh, it's because... I know what it is. It's because of that thing where he's got his helmet off. Let's go to the Space Center. Not this guy, it's this goofy looking one. Let's take those off. Yeah. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. We'll go fly this. Some of these mods that I'm using aren't actually, are kind of not final for the 0.09 and may have problems. 3/4 of a day. I don't think that's truthful. It's got an issue. Alright, let's punch it. Alright. And we're going to want to get us a nice gentle, after these solids go, we're going to get a very nice gentle turn to the right. Now I watched some videos on how to do actual real gravity turns using the Ferrum Aerospace mod, but I'm still a little iffy on that whole thing. Oh, bother. Yeah. Pull up, pull up, pull up. You're too low. You're too low. Okay, okay. You can do this. You can do it. You can do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. Oh, bother. Did I mention something about a fiasco? Well, this is kind of what a fiasco looks like. Well, we're not getting into orbit. We might actually survive. Oh. Gee, come on. Oh, I think we just gotta start jettisoning shit. Alright. Well, that was expensive. Hey, let's do this science while we're here. no attention to those explosions. No. Well, yeah. Is there still things exploding down there? Not sure why the life support thing is screwy either. And we'll set down ever so gently. Or not. Okay, so we don't have an... Wow. We don't even have enough parachutes to save our hooly dooly thingy. Jeb is hiding his head in shame. Okay, well, yeah, that's what I would call pretty much a disaster. So I obviously have something screwed up with my mods here too, so I'll see if I can figure that out, and next time we'll try again. Luckily I have enough money to absorb some disasters. And let's see, let's grab this guy while we're here. And these are 45s. And yeah, I didn't get anybody killed, so there's that. Let's add that up, close that. Okay, so I guess we'll call this episode to a close on that auspicious performance. So see you next time. Thanks for watching.